Okay, guys, so how's it going? So Iran is now claiming, or rather, a major leader in Iran, that is the Revolutionary Guards chief, is claiming that they've sapped the United States' ability for war, capacity for war. They're claiming sort of a philosophical victory here because they've become such an absolute power within the region, they are not afraid of any U.S. threats. Now, see, what he has specifically said is, we have been able to empty the enemy's capacity for war. You see the decline and crash of the enemy's speech. Major General Hussein Salami said this, apparently alluding to Trump's remarks during a visit to Japan. Trump appeared to soften his tone toward Iran somewhat, saying he believed it wanted to make a deal. These sort of bellicose attitudes towards Iran and the remarks of a similar nature would suggest that, he's sort of harassing and bullying Iran into behaving the way he thinks they should, and yet some of his language would betray that idea, saying, oh, we don't want war, we just want denuclearization. Well, if you don't want war, then why are you threatening and bullying Iran? Mind you, if we did go to war, consider this. The U.S. military has won 1.3 million active military personnel, while Iran has just 550,000, including reserve personnel. The U.S. has more than 2 million, while Iran would struggle to hit 1 million. On top of this, American troops are far better trained and equipped than their Middle Eastern rivals. Plus, in terms of their motor pool and vehicular capabilities, Iran is dealing with outdated old planes and tanks, while we have more powerful modern military vehicles that are on a whole nother level from them. Not only that, but take a look at this. America has committed $10 billion to its armed forces last year. $610 billion. Wow. No wonder our infrastructure is crumbling. Iran, on the other hand, can only dedicate around $14.5 billion to defense. A startling mismatch. There's an understatement. So yeah, there's a good chance we would win a war with Iran. Not as easily as with Iraq. But a better question might be, the question we should be asking is, should we? What will having a military harassment foreign policy mean for the United States in the end? Maybe we become sort of an international anathema, and people start seeing us as a potential threat. What then? It seems like a self-destructive policy in the end. If we start to look like a bully and a jerk and a potential threat to international peace. If we just go around bullying other countries like this. Really, I don't think we have any business doing this sort of thing. We should just pull out of the Middle East altogether and just mind our own business, instead of morally busybodying the rest of the world for our own benefit. It's ridiculous, and it needs to stop. At some point, people are going to see us as a threat. Especially if our standing military is that well funded and that large, not to mention our nuclear arsenal. I'd be threatened by us. I'd consider us a threat if I was in charge of a country. I would see the United States as a very real potential threat. And I'd want assurances from Trump that I was wrong about that. We need to dial it back and just mind our own damn business. And use actual diplomacy where needed. But I suppose the right-wing warmongers would call me naive. Yeah, well, I'm sorry to say, but I'm not naive, at least not in this case. It's quite clear to anyone with a brain that this sort of policy can't last forever and it's just going to cause more trouble. It's more trouble than it's worth. Anyway, let's not harass Iran any more than we have already. Let's just cut the crap.